Hi, I'm Ollie and this is Queerwell's Corner. Today I'm going to share with you a video from a couple of days ago when I was having a really rough night. The image on the screen is something new that I'm going to be trying. It has a light blue background and purple text that says mental illness chats, please do not share this video. And the person that created it for me did try to make it in a dyslexic friendly font. The mental illness chats text on the screen means that in this video I will be talking about, or in this case showing, some very real parts of my mental illnesses. I did not edit this video at all except to try and fix the volume. So what you will be seeing is the very raw, very real experience. The actual video that I will be sharing with you is about productivity not defining someone's worth as a person and who they are. So without further ado, please enjoy. Okay, well, maybe not enjoy. It's not a fun video by any means, but I do think it is important to show my real lived experiences with my various mental illnesses. Hi, I'm Ollie, and this is Queerwell's Corner. Today I want to talk about so I'm currently struggling to feel like I have any worth at all, and there are a handful of reasons for this. One of which is all the bullshit with Trump and trying to erase trans people. I can't really talk about that right now because I don't know if I'm ever going to be in a good enough headspace to talk about that. But what I really want to talk about today is I am a spoonie. I'm a part of the chronic pain, chronic fatigue, chronic condition community. And I have a lot of internalized ableism about productivity and my worth, and a part of that is the culture that we live in. But I'm really struggling to feel like I have worth right now, and so I just want to talk about that a little bit, because we live in a culture that tells us that as disabled people, we don't deserve to live and we should be hidden away, and, we shouldn't deserve to work, or if we can't work, that we are not valid or have worth. And that's just total bullshit. And so for all of my spoonie community out there, I want to tell you that you're valid, and it doesn't matter if you can work or not. Your worth, who you are as a person, is not... Your worth as a person is not tied to what you can produce. It's not tied to what you can do or can't do. You are still a person who deserves rights and to be cared about, and not homeless and discarded. And so I'm just really struggling with that right now. Because of my various disabilities, I haven't been able to hold down a job for longer than 6 months in 3 years, and I definitely have never had a full-time job before this job. And so when I was working 20 hours a week, my chronic pain was bad but not terrible, and it was still really difficult to deal with. And so I took the standpoint that I just would not, that working full-time was not something that was going to be beneficial for me. And there were some people who are supposed to be close to me who essentially had the mindset that I had never worked full-time before, so I had no idea if, I had no way of fuck. I had no way of knowing if I could actually do it or not, and I was just making excuses about, because I didn't want to work a full-time job or whatever. It's a bunch of bullshit, and, so they didn't believe that I couldn't work a full-time job, and now I'm at a full-time job, and I can't do it. I have been at this job for about 4, maybe 5 months now. Numbers are really bad right now because I'm not fully here, and I'm sorry if the microphone is muffled by the various cute stuffed animals. My age slider is trying to take over right now and do her job. So I gotta be quick. But so they had some very problematic views about working, and so now I'm at a full-time job, and like I've been here a couple of months and I've been in pain literally every single day, and like now I'm getting a pressure sore, and so like it just, everything points to I can't fucking work, and I'm gonna end up living on Social Security and not being able to financially support myself. And I just want you to know that if you're a Spoonie, you're valid, and I see you, and I care about you, and your worth is not tied to what you could produce. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like you're less than because you can't do something. And this was spurred because I went to see Roxanne Gay at UWM today, and she's fantastic. She said a lot of great things, and she's one of my role models. And like at one point in the presentation, someone asked her what she was working on next, and she just listed off like 5 or 6 things, and she's already written like a couple of books, and she's a professor, and she's done all of these different things, and I just couldn't, like, I just started freaking out because like I can't even work a full-time job for 5 months without falling apart. And like she works a full-time job, and she tours, and she writes books, and I know that you're not supposed to compare yourself, but like it's so hard not to sometimes. And I know that I'm not the only person who goes through this stuff, and my chronic pain ties to my depression and my anxiety, obviously, and you're not alone, and you're valid. That's it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Hi, me again. I felt the need to put a disclaimer on this video. I get really anxious when talking about my reality with my mental health experiences, and there are some people in my life that do not know about my mental illnesses, or if they do, they do not know the extent of them. I would feel safest keeping it that way. So I really appreciate all of the people who have shared my videos in the past, but what I'm asking of you is that you do not share this video, because I do not want certain people to learn more about my experiences with mental health. I realize that by putting this out into the world and in a public sphere, that there's a chance that these people might see this and learn about it anyways, and I am willing to deal with that, but I do not want to make that chance bigger and more likely by having people share it. So if you like the content that I'm making and you would like to support me, Please support me by hitting subscribe or like, but please do not share this video. I apologize about the poor lighting in this video. I'm a little bit light sensitive right now, so I'm not turning on any lights like I usually do to film, and the window is right there, so I'm just trying to take care of myself as best as I can under the circumstances. Thank you.